Hello all. So today I'm talking about a Dodge with the P0460 code, what it is and how you go about fixing it. So what is a Dodge P0460? Well, it's a fuel level sensor circuit malfunction. And what does this mean? Well, basically the onboard computer just can't communicate with the fuel level sensor, so it's going to have to be troubleshooted as to why. And the fuel level sensor is located on the fuel pump, which can be located differently, but it's usually located inside of the gas tank. If you have a car, then it's going to be often behind the seat, underneath the back seat. If you have a truck, it could be underneath the bed. So you'll have to look for that. It'll be on the fuel pump, and it'll have a sensor that uses a small float that goes up and down, and this sensor is right here, and the float goes up and down and just tells it where the fuel level's at. Now, one thing to mention is that this has a wiring connection, so it has a harness coming to it and wires going back to the onboard computer, the ECM. And so be sure to check this, because bad wiring can cause the same symptoms as a bad sensor. So you want to check this wire, be sure that harness is plugged in good, and if you have a meter, possibly check it for an open or a short or something like this, because the bad wiring can cause the same symptoms as a bad sensor. So you want to be sure it's not in the wiring. And the sensor itself is usually a low-cost item. You can just buy the whole fuel pump if you wanted to, but you won't have to if you just want to replace the sensor itself. It'd be located on the side, and you could just buy the sensor for like less than 20 bucks. Or you could just replace the whole fuel pump. Either way will work. But as you can see, you could buy them all together as a whole assembly, the whole fuel pump all together, or you could buy just the sensor. And some people buy the whole fuel pump because sometimes it can be kind of hard to clip this sensor on right here, or something might snap or break or along these lines. So some people do just buy the whole fuel pump. However you go about it, it'll be up to you, but you can't just buy just the sensor if you wanted to. And replacing it is basically going to be how hard it is to pull out that fuel pump. Every Dodge is going to be a little different. If it's in a truck, it's going to be located up underneath the bed often. So sometimes you have to like drop the gas tank almost just to get to the fuel pump to be able to pull it out, which could be kind of a pain. If it's a car, then it'll often be easier because it'll be behind the seat. You pull the back seat out, and quite often it's right there underneath the back seat. Some of these do have special tools so that you can spin them out, but hopefully there's a video for your particular Dodge. That would be the best option, the best thing. Just look up fuel pump replacement, because that's basically what's happening here. Is you're going to have to remove the fuel pump and either replace it or put the sensor on it. So what do you do if you have a Dodge with the P0460 code? Well, first thing to do is find that fuel pump. Google where that fuel pump is on your Dodge. Hopefully it's not like up underneath the bed like it is on some of these trucks where you have to drop the tank. Hopefully it's easy to access. And then you're going to have to order the sensor or order the whole fuel pump, either way, however you want to do it. And then you're going to want to replace that sensor or that fuel pump, and be sure to check the wiring, because remember, bad wiring can cause the same symptoms as a bad sensor. And so that's basically it. I just wanted to give a real quick brief overview of what you could do if you had a Dodge with the P0460 code and how you go about fixing it. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.